3, 2, 1, and welcome back to my channel, my friends. So my friends, at this very moment, the entire mechanical engineering block, guys, is at state of rest, and obviously, you have never really seen this place, guys, in a situation like this. Because, guys, majority of the times, during the campus hours, while the campus is completely functionalized or out of functional, that is the time, you have taken a toll over here and stuff. But, these are the times, when, there is in fact, no one over here. And guys, you can see as to how vacant, it looks like, back in the foreground. But by the way, guys, it's really difficult, as I've already told you, to come over to all these floors and not feel astounded, by the feeling of nostalgia which you had. Because, guys, now, as I've told you, that today is in fact the last day of our examination, the fast track examination of BMSCE, and guys, the holiday, which basically, they're going to give us, happens to be for a month, and basically, more than a month. It would be a fortnight more than a month, because today happens to be September the 17th, and the college is going to be functional once again, guys, on some October the 27th. So you can see, guys, it's like a mini summer holidays, only for the fact that, it's not actually a summer. But guys, it's really hard to give out the history of this so-called place, guys, because this place, I personally, I've seen this place, back since 2018. But guys, the thing, seems to be that industrial engineering and management, or rather the entire mechanical engineering block, these were some of the places, guys, onto which the structure of the building, guys, structure of that so-called block, guys, served to be as the inspiration, guys, for the construction and commissioning of the post-graduation block. As you can see, guys, that there is a structural resemblance, guys, between this so-called colonnade, guys, the way in which it is, guys, because it's not really so narrow, guys, like the post-graduation block, and which itself, guys, is an indication, guys, of the so-called space, on the so-called space, guys, which the campus had really, back in the times, when this place was commissioned. Now, it's really hard to say as when this mechanical engineering block in its entirety came into existence, but it was clearly, obviously, back in 1950s. Like officially, our college, guys, started in 1946. But right now, guys, right now in 2022, since 2018, there have been many changes, and which are clearly evident, guys, in 2022. Like back in 2018, guys, it seemed to be such an amazing time for all of us, students of the Department of Aerospace Engineering at Bhusanayana, Shreenivasaiah, Bhusanayana, Mukunddas, Shreenivasaiah College of Engineering, all entered, and all after that so-called initial induction season were sort of gelling with the environment and stuff. But right now, guys, it's all screwed up, because, guys, no one really cares about the history of our BMSC. No one really cares about its traditions. No one really cares about the campus culture of it. Each and everyone, whosoever we know here, guys, is simply busy, in his or her life, guys, which is to go ahead or, look forward for new opportunities, guys, to their respective domains, guys, in which they're studying at BMSCE or maybe BMSCE-A. But obviously the thing seems to be that in a situation in which no one is really interested to give out the history, or rather to opt for making some of the great efforts, guys, to make the historical preservation, guys, or rather the historical preservation of our beautiful campus culture, or rather all for establishment of a BMSCE historical association, guys. We gotta take pride, guys, in order to institute any action, guys, which is gregarious, or rather gregarious. And my friends, there's the thing, which is really required for us BMSCians, because, guys, such a beautiful place like this, like the Bhusanayana, Mukunddas, Shreenivasaiah College of Engineering, a place, which has history equivalent to that of the White House. We need a historical preservation committee, guys. We simply cannot live in this manner, in which we just get distracted, guys, by by the trends in the generation and stuff, and just by being a hipster. Obviously, guys, majority of my friends, well, are gonna have difficulty, guys, in order to understand it. Which is why, guys, I wish to explicate it, guys, in a consecutive manner, guys. And which is why that is the thing, which I want to pronounce to you guys, that BMSCE requires an historical preservation committee, without which everything is hard. It's really difficult to stay like this. And my friends, historical preservation committee in a form of the BMSC Campus Historical Association is really predominantly crucial for our for the maintainability and dissemination of the historical information about our BMSC, or rather BMSC and historical information. By the way, my friends, it seems to be a great complexity, which you're going to feel, while trying to ponder upon the historical eventualities, whichsoever have taken place over here. Like, I simply, know that back since 2018, based on my prima facie of personalized experiences. But guys, there is simply more to it. And guys, just look how beautiful Industrial Engineering and Management Department in fact happens to be. Let's have a look at Hall of Fame. Oh wow, it's sensorized, my friends. Could you notice that if I go away, then it's not going to be lighten up. Okay, now let's see, guys. It's going to be sensorized. Well, let's see the magic. Now, guys, that place, it's going to be lighted up, guys, and which is how advanced really, our BMSCE, guys, happens to be. Guys, that is, in fact, known as the gamma law. 3, 2, 1, and go. See. How's it, guys? Automated analytics. Take purely a model of the Internet of Things. I'm seriously tired here. Obviously, that is the beauty of our Industrial Engineering and Management Annexure. That is really sensationalized. Let's go upstairs. Right, my friends, this is how beautiful our campus really happens to be. And guys, these are the things which simply you're never really gonna be good enough to videotape and stuff. But for our friends and followers, or rather for our fellow students who have in fact graduated, and for them, BMC is just simply some olden revisitation, guys. For them, I really want to help them by dissemination of historical information, guys, through my channel, and which is why, guys, I'm making these things. Let's make one.